everyone. Hope you're doing well. It is Sunday. Hey Cassie, good to see you. Thanks for watching. It is Sunday, November the 17th. It's just a little bit after 7 and I wanted to come to you live. I created a really beautiful card class project kit for you guys that you can earn this week. You can earn it for free. With all $60 orders before shipping and tax, you are going to get this entire class for free. It's amazing. I love it, and I hope you will too. So let me go ahead and show you what we're going to be featuring tonight. Point you down to my table. I have a lot of stuff at my table, so let's see what we've got here. All right, hopefully you can see that. We are featuring the Peaceful Season bundle tonight, which is this product here. It is a stamp and die bundle, and it is in the mini catalog, and it is on page 24, shown here, and it is 10% savings on this one. It's $52. The item number is right here. You can go ahead and grab that, and you can add that to your cart tonight. So you will be well on your way to earn this kit. Also, what I'm going to be using tonight is going to be our Fern embossing folder. This is a 3D embossing folder. It's very pretty, as well as the birch wood. This is in my online store as well. I think both of these are in the online store, so you can grab both of those. And then I'm also doing something a little bit different. So this evening I have created all of our projects using the new, not new, it's been here for a year. It's the Rustic Christmas Countdown Kit. It has all of these beautiful gold elements in it. It has the poinsettias. It features these gorgeous tags for your advent calendar, but we're going to repurpose them. And we are going to use the elements in this kit. I'm going to give you this kit for free. So this is a really good value for you. Again, with all $60 orders, you are going to get the kit as well as all the elements that we are creating our projects with. And it also comes with these really awesome envelopes here, which are actually gift tag or gift card holders. So you can use these. There's 25 in here, obviously. And there's two different, can you see? One's more like a tweed, plaid, not plaid, but it's like a tweed. And this one's more like a flowery. So they're really pretty. They all have that beautiful scalloped edge on them. I just thought it was really pretty. The kit also comes with these awesome red sequins, which are beautiful and eye-catching, as well as the twine here. It's cherry cobbler and natural. Okay, so we'll go ahead and use those as well. You can use these on any of your projects that you have. We won't be using those tonight. Okay, let me go ahead and get this out of the way. How your kit will come, I will not be shipping the box, but you'll also get these awesome clips, which I think are amazing. And your kit will look like this, okay? So this is how it actually comes. So I'll go ahead and stick that down in your box, and you will get all these elements that we're going to use tonight. All right, let's see. Let me know who's watching. There may be a slight delay. I am not sure. But we're just going to keep on moving. Okay, let me put this off to the side. If you're watching and joining me live, say hi. Let me know who's watching. Tonight I will be featuring the beautiful Season of Green and Gold Designer Series paper. I love that paper, and you're going to get more of it. I'm giving you all these beautiful ways to use the paper, so I hope you love that. All right, let me clean this up, put my catalog up. Now, this catalog goes through the end of December. For my customers, you all are going to receive a special, if you have placed at least a $50 order with me this past year, you're going to be getting a very special card from me in the mail in the next couple of weeks. Be on the lookout for that. And you're going to have something special inside. So thank you, thank you, thank you for all that you guys do to support me. Jumping on live. I love that. I appreciate each one of you. And I couldn't do this without you. So I'm having a blast. I hope you're getting lots of inspiration. But I am definitely very grateful and thankful for each one of you. Okay. Are you ready? Thumbs up. Some hearts. Maybe. Let me know. Carol. Hi, Carol. Debbie. Hi. Good to see you guys. Thank you so much for coming to see us at our craft fair yesterday. It was a fabulous craft fair. We had so much fun. And y'all were definitely two highlights of our day. So we were so grateful to see you. And Carol also brought us some lunch, which that was super special as well. Okay. So what we're going to do is we are going to make this card first. Take a look. It features the birch on the background here. It features this beautiful poinsettia, and then you open it up and it has some of this element of the twine here from the rustic. Hey Amy, good to see you. Thanks for watching. I'm using the Rustic Christmas Countdown Kit on our projects tonight, so very fun. All right, and then the fern, you'll notice the fern background here. I don't know if you can see that. My watch is dying. 9%, it's not gonna last me very long. Can you see that? Elements, I love the birch here, so pretty. So we're gonna recreate this, all right? So let me get these out, and then we did have a good weekend. I did. How was your weekend? It was, Carol. Oh, it was so beautiful. So amazing. So I already have your kits all cut for you. There's a piece of old olive. There is a piece of very vanilla. Okay. A piece of cherry cobbler. And we have let's see here. It was a gorgeous weekend. You are so right. It was so pretty. Cherry cobbler base, and then the inside is a very vanilla. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and run these two through their embossing folders, and I will be right back in 1 second. All right. Get these done very quickly. Let me just bring it over. How about that? I'm just going to bring it over here. I think that would be easier. Okay, well, I need my base. Hang on a minute. I took the whole thing off there, and I actually need the base. You guys ever have like adhesive stuck, like it's like tape stuff stuck to your base and stuck to your plates? I was noticing I need to take alcohol. I think that would be the best way to clean it. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the old olive on the inside of the fern. Turn the binder so that it goes in here, the bind, you know, what am I trying to say? The actual, where it folds, right? I'm going to just go through there. And then, if you wanted a little accent on this, you could also add a little blending brush to hit those high points on that really pretty embossed piece, but you don't have to. All right, so there's that one. And now we're going to use this super awesome birch wood. And I love this one. I know this is really popular and a lot of us love this. So you line it up where you want it based on the detail you want to see. Do it the same way. Make sure this lines up straight because you don't want it to get crunched on the side of your machine. Okay. Let's get that out. So pretty, right? I love that detail. Okay, so we've got those two. And take this back over. Alrighty, so there we have that. This will be the inside. This is going to be the base to our very vanilla embossed piece. I want to burnish that really well. And then we're just going to glue this down. And actually, Debbie, you're the one that gave me this idea. So last year, I really, really loved the Rustic Christmas countdown kit. And I had anticipated doing a big class with it and everybody doing an advent calendar. And I do too, Cassie. This is so pretty. And something happened. I don't know what it was. My family, I think somebody got sick or something. I couldn't do it. And then I was left with these kits. So I'm like, I need to use those kits. And so, anyway, this was how and then you, Debbie, said, oh, I made all these great cards out of that kit you gave me. So if you guys have ever done my BOGO sale, I always throw in extras, freebies, tons of stuff, new and also things that have been retired. So this happened to be one of the things that Debbie got from me in my BOGO sale. And Debbie called me up. She was like, Jen, yeah, I didn't order this. And I'm like, yeah, no, I know. I just gave it to you for free. She was like, oh, okay. Well, thanks. That's very nice. And then next thing I know, she's making this awesome card, alternate cards out of it. So I'm thinking, I need to do that. That's awesome. Great idea. So thank you, Debbie, for that inspiration. All right, so we've got this scored, and this is a Z fold card. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere my old olive embossed in the fern. And actually, I created this today. Cassie came over, and my son wanted to see Cassie. And I said, hey, Cassie, what do you think? Does breakfast sound like it's in your, can fit in your schedule? And she was like, yep, I can do it. So we went to breakfast this morning, and then he was like, is Cassie coming over? I was like, well, I think Cassie's got plans. I don't know. And so Cassie is amazing. Cassie's like, well, I can come over, and Mom and I can craft. So we did. It was a fun morning. Had a fun time. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and adhere this very vanilla down. All right, I hear him on the other side of the door. That's okay. And then I am going to layer this kind of at an angle a little bit. I just think that's really pretty. And I like that detail kind of hanging off the side where you can actually see it. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so let me go ahead and add this. Aw, Cassie, you're so sweet. He's crazy about you too. He loves you. All right, so what I need to do is kind of figure out where so it's going to go from like here to here. So I'm just going to do it on here, right? So I'm just going to add that adhesive and then lay it back down. That way there's no risk in me putting adhesive where it's going to get on the back of or the inside of my card, right, to ooze out or whatever. So that is the easiest way I know to do that, okay? All right, now I do need to die cut a piece, and it is this, do you guys have this bundle? I feel like I've used it so many times this holiday season. I love the stamp set. It is my favorite, and it has everything in it. It has the inside sentiments, it has the outside. It's gorgeous, not to mention these amazing dies. And I think if you don't have it yet, you need to get it. These are very, very beautiful. The ribbons go through these if you want. There's 3 of them that it'll go through. And then you have these beautiful banners, the large one and also the small one. And then the Christmas. I love that. We're going to use that too. So, all right, let me go ahead and take some Very Vanilla. Have some scrap over here. Let me run this through. Okay, so this one has a stitch detail around the edges, and then this really pretty, can you see the detail on that? I don't know if you can. There you can. Yep, super pretty, right? So we're going to use that as our sentiment on the front. And we're also going to stamp that in Old Olive. So I'll bring that out. My Old Olive is like tight. That's a good thing, I guess. All right. Hey Pam, good to see you. Thanks for watching. All right, so we are going to grab Love from Our Home to Yours. And I believe that is this longer one. And again, when you guys go to put this on your block, now you see how they're wiggly like this? They move very easily. Put it down on your table on your workspace, and it will just go to its normal shape, right? It'll go straight, and then you can pick it up with your block. Okay, I'm just going to stamp right in the middle, and that detail on the 2 sides really accents that. Isn't that so pretty? All right, so that's that. And then I'm going to pull in the elements of this kit, which are absolutely stunning. So you've got, like I said, the sequins. I'm going to use one of the leaves. It's a trio leaf, as well as the poinsettia. Pop that out. And this is so fun. I love it because we don't even have to die cut these pieces. So it's so easy, and there's so many elements to it that super fun. So this features Mossy Meadow, which is a darker green, as well as the Old Olive, hence why I chose those papers. And then with the Cherry Cobbler sequence, they are just so pretty together. So let's see, where did I do with my sequins? There they are. One keeps falling off. Okay, so there's that. We have that part, and we're gonna bring this in. Now I like to put the darker Mossy Meadow on the bottom. Okay, can you see that's, it's like really, it's all laser cut, so it's beautiful. But you're just gonna dab a teeny bit of glue here, just like kind of in those junctions where they come together. Just a little bit. Okay. Like that. And then overlay the Old Olive on top of that. And with the glue, you can get it, move it around, get it to where you want it, right? All right, so we got that. And then what I also did is I took those leaves, and see where the leaves actually, so I kind of bent them up and kind of gave it some dimension, which I really loved that. Looks like I used 2 sets of leaves. Same thing on the poinsettia, just kind of giving it some oomph and some detail. It's very easy to do this, right? But it really, really pops it. Okay, and I need one more set of leaves. Where did my leaves go? Here they are. All right, and I'll do that to this as well. Get those. So pretty. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and align this right along here. I'm going to pop this up. with dimensionals. I have some mini dimensionals. Okay. I'm just going to put it behind here because then I'm going to be putting my poinsettia on top of this, so it's going to hide it. So the mini dimensionals, get those off my finger. Kind of lay those maybe more like this, like that. Okay. And then I'm going to get my leaves. And I'm going to do the one in the middle. Kind of put that over here a little bit so it's kind of filling out that space. I'm going to do my poinsettia. I'm going to do probably 2 larger dimensionals on this one. Can you guys see me and hear me okay tonight? Hopefully so. What you don't want on this is for the poinsettia or any of these elements to hang off of your card, off the edge. So I'm just trying to keep that kind of contained, right? But here's another one, and this will fill it on the other side. All right, and I'm just going to tuck that right underneath there. And that is our focal point. And then for this, I think I might put this one down here this time. I took this really cool twine, and I'm going to straighten it just a little. I kind of like a little bit of a, see how it curls a little bit? I kind of like that a little, but not a ton, so that's much better. So I'm going to go under here and pull it all the way through, and I'm going to tie it on this side this time. All right, wrap that around. Like that. Love from our house to yours. Need to put it over there just a little bit more, right? Everything's sticking to me here. And then I am going to tie this before I cut it, right? Because I like it curly, it does kind of make it a little bit harder. Just going to put my bow right on top. Just twist that around. There we go. Then you can get your loops how you want them. Okay. Did not even go. Hang on a minute. I need to loop it through the other side. That would be appropriate. So let me try that again. Let's see. All right, so I got this one. I need to go back up through. That's what I didn't do. So you need to attach it to the other side. So you want to go back up through, right? And this one goes underneath. That way it attaches and it will tie. Okay, so just try it again. Didn't do it the first time, you do it the second time. Oh, good.
Mama, open.
Okay, thank you, Cassie. That's awesome. All right.
Mama, open.
No, honey, I cannot open. I'm doing a video.
Open.
He wants to come in. And that would be a hot mess on fire on live video. So I refuse to do that. All right, so let me get this back here. I think I pulled that too tight. What happened? Give me a minute. Golly jeeps. All right, I didn't want it that tight because it's going to rip. So let me, here's what I'm going to do. This is my fix. So I'm going to take my dimensionals. And I'm going to adhere it down, which will also hold this, and then we will be good to go. All right, then I can tie it and it won't get cattywampus on me or any other sort of craziness. So let me just add this here. I'm going to add it more straight than what I have the focal, which is what I like. Now I can tie it. There we go. So anchoring it first. There we go. Okay. It's making it a little bit more challenging because it's curly, but I guess that's what I get for leaving it a little more curly, but I like the look, so we're going with it. Okay, so there is our bow. And you may not like yours curly, that's fine too. You can make it however, you don't even have to do a bow. So how about that, right? I'm going to straighten these tails out. There's one, there's two. Okie doke. So that's just a little bit of extra accent that I thought was really pretty that we could add to this card. And then I'm going to bring in my beautiful sequins and cherry cobbler, and I'm going to add those to my card. I'm going to add a few more. And that way, I'm hot. I'm going to take my jacket off. Does your video keep freezing for just a couple of seconds, or is it just mine? It probably is mine. Hey Nanette, good to see you. Thanks for watching. It is probably mine. We need fiber like crazy. So there is our first card, right? Using that Rustic Christmas. So there's card number 1. And you can see this one, I did the elements at the top, so just a little bit different. Okay, so there's that. Let me get these. I've already cut my kits, so I am well ahead of my game this week. All right, so I've got those. And then, let's see what number 2 is. Number 2 is a fancy box. Look at this. So you've got a poinsettia, you've got some beautiful elements from the kit, you've got the vellum from the Season of Green and Gold. Thank you, Carol. And then you've got the die here, and you take your box lid off, and this is a treat box, right? And you've got some little flaps here, and you can put all kinds of goodies in there. So super fun. I have a little cheat sheet in there too. So I will show you how to make this gorgeous box. These are things that you can also make for, you know, Christmas, for your stockings. Okay, so, and you can see all this beautiful paper that's around here. Okay, so we will put that down and get started on that. Let me grab my paper trimmer. I've got Mossy Meadow. I also have Very Vanilla for our lid, okay? And then I've got all of the designer paper, so, and the vellum. So let me grab my paper trimmer here. I also have my directions. Let me grab that cheat sheet. Let's see, make sure I do everything correctly. Okay, so I've already cut it, and then let me score it. Now, get all these little dimensional. All right, so let's see here on the long side. You guys know when it says on the long side, you do the long side up, right? So on the long side, you're going to score it at da-da-da-da-da, whatever. And then when it does the short side, you just flip it and that's the short side up. Okay, just make sure everybody is aware when they read the directions that we don't mistakenly score the wrong side for the wrong dimensions. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. This is on the long side. And you will have all of these instructions in your kit. All right. And all the way over here. All right, and then on the short side, you're going to go here. And here. All right, now that's the box. And now for the top, let's see, how did I do this? I figured this out today. Did I write down? Oh yeah, okay, so I'm going to do, no, let's see, it's 1.5, yeah. All right, so we're just gonna do that all the way around. Since it doesn't have a bottom to it, it just is the top of the lid. I took a project that I have done in the past and then I altered it to make it this. So, okay, so there's that. Put that off to the side. Okay, and I am going to take my Mossy Meadow. Hey Laurie, good to see you. I'm going to miter these edges here. This is the base. It doesn't matter. One can be the bottom, one can be the top. It really doesn't matter which. They're the same. Okay. But I always do this, miter my score marks so that it comes together much nicer. And I think you'll be a lot happier with it as well. All right. Laurie, how are you doing? I don't know if she's still on. And then I'm going to do the same thing to the top too, okay? So I'm just going to miter these. And I'm going to cut this at an angle. Cut this at an angle. There we go. Okay. How's everybody doing on a Sunday? You guys been chilling or busy, prepping for the week? For me, I have just been chillaxing. But I would love to hear what you've been doing. Drop it in the comments. Let me know. All right. So here's all of that. Okay. This is the way it looks. Can you guys see? Maybe if I lay it down, it'll be better. Mitered all the score marks here. And then I'm going to fold these all over. Okay. And all right. So then I'm going to go ahead and add my adhesive to the shortest end here. I'm going to go ahead and add it on all these tabs and fold it over. Okay. And then on the base, I'm going to go ahead and start folding that in. I'm going to fold the largest in first. And then the two small tabs, going to go ahead and glue those down. Just do a little bit. Doesn't need to have a lot. Right? Just keep it nice and secure. Give it a good base to your box. And then attach it by adding additional glue. Note card sets, calendars for Christmas gifts. Lovely. That is awesome. Took a nap after I got home and have been snuggling with my boys since I got up. Aw, they miss me. I have to click your, let's see. This is from being at the craft fair most of yesterday too. Yeah, it was a long day, right? And they were probably like, where is my mama? Where is my mama? All right. Well, that is fun, you guys. I'm so glad you guys are being restful and productive. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys a trick. So this here is essentially the back because I folded it back this way. Okay, so this is the back, this is the front. Excuse me. Same thing for this. So I want to fold this the same way. So this will be the front. Excuse me. Woo. Goodness. And then you're not going to go ahead and fold these or glue these down because you want these to still kind of function to go ahead and put stuff inside, okay? But just to let you know, that's what that is. And then we're going to go ahead and do the same exact thing for the lid. And get this a little bit more mitered. Amy, how many are you making? Are you doing it for the office or are you doing it for family and friends? Hens and I met my boys and other daughter at the park. Oh, how awesome. You and Hensley are like great sidekicks for each other. I love that. She's like a little social butterfly when she starts opening up, right? She was so shy yesterday, but she was that way at my house too. It was so good to see you guys. All right, so I've got this here, and so you can see this is, let me just show you again, just laying this out, right? I'm going to miter these sides too because I think that makes a big difference on these lids and just how all these boxes come together. Let me do that, okay? And it doesn't matter if they're not even. But the main thing is that, I'm actually going to do this one a little bit more. Main thing is that it comes together very nicely and it doesn't kind of have that hangover, right? So it doesn't look sloppy. Okay, there it is. There's what it looks like. You can see where I mitered these and then I cut these off a little bit, okay? All right. Yes, office and family. Okay, I love that. I'm sure your office wants you to do more fun things with them. Okay, so here is a problem. And I discovered this when I was putting this together the very first time. So, like I said, I just kind of just winged it. These are actually a little too long, so you're going to snip these outer two edges here, and maybe even the middle too. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, so I'm just cutting this off a little bit so that it goes together a little bit better. Okay, and it's going to look pretty, but we're also going to cover it. Can you see that? So it comes together much nicer. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue here. There we go. There's that one, and I'm just going to make sure that these edges get glued so that they're even. We didn't want that overhang, so that solved our problem, okay? I'm just going to add a little bit of glue here. That's going to hold it together. All right. So because I'm folding that back, this is my back and this is my front. Okay? So let's go ahead and trim this one a little bit too. So I'll do this one. I'll do this one. And I will do this one. Okay. So fold the middle one in first. Then the second one, the one on the right side. All right, there's that one. Oops, let me hold that a little bit longer there. Give it some firm pressure. Align that one. And then this. Okay. There we go. Hold that one together. So again, this can be a little gift box for, you know, your coworkers. It can be a little gift box for, I actually did that backwards. It's okay, we're gonna cover it. It can be for your neighbors. It can be for your teachers. I really loved this box. Oh, I didn't realize she went to go see Santa. That's awesome. Took second time to see him to get her to talk to him. Yes, you did say that. You did say that yesterday. That is awesome. Okay, so here we're going to have one piece of designer series paper. It's the vanilla with the gold dots. And then we also have, let me get it from my stack of stuff, these kits. I've got this beautiful vellum pieces. One's going to be the front and one's going to be the back. There's no rhyme or reason. I just wanted that right side up. So, so you can, let me show you my box. So my box, my original box here goes all the way to the edges, right? And that's on the front and the back. So you can do yours the same way. I've cut your kit so that you can do that. But I thought for this one, because just to show a variation, I am going to actually cut it down a little bit. And you can choose which one you like better. So I'm literally just going to be cutting off like 1/8 of an inch off of one side and the base. All right, so let me do that to the other side. There's the base, the bottom, and here is the top of the side. And there we go. I think I cut the same amount off. 1/8 of an inch is 2 dots, right? 1 dot is a 16th, 2 dots is an 1/8. And then I'm going to adhere these, and because they're vellum, you want to put the glue like behind the behind these greenery pieces, and that way you can't see them when they are on your cardstock. Andrew, no, you go with your dad. You heard your daddy. All right, and then we're just going to adhere this down, and what's going to happen is you're going to see a little bit of that really pretty mossy meadow peeking out, right, from the sides. I think that's really pretty. I like that. I'm glad I changed that. So you can see the variation. I'll show you when we're done again. You can make your decision what you like for your card, or for your box rather. All right, so I'm just going to put this down, the 1/8 of an inch. All right, all the way around there. So pretty. I love this vellum. Y'all know I love this Season of Green and Gold. It is definitely my favorite. All right, and then now, so I'm going to take my lid, and I'm going to literally go ahead and just wrap this around. So I'm going to add some adhesive. I'm not going to tell y'all to score it. Me too. I love the mossy. And you want to get that as close to the corner as you can, okay? As well as to the bottom. You want the bottom of the box, the open part, to be flush. All right, and then we're going to actually wrap this, and we're going to crease it just with our finger as we go, okay? Main reason I'm suggesting that instead of the scoring is because even if you're a 1/16 of an inch off on one score, then you've got the other three to contend with, right? So I just think it makes it easier just to wrap it and just kind of pinch the corners as you go. And it's going to be beautiful. It's going to fit right snug to those corners, okay? All right, so again, getting that even on the bottom, the open edge here at the bottom of our lid. And, yep, if you don't listen, you might not like the consequences. And then we're going to do the last one here. You guys can probably hear him. He is just giving his dad a fit. All right, so we're going to do that. Now, once you go ahead and get this all completely wrapped around, right, you are going to notice that you have a little smidge. Can you see that? A little smidge of a 1/16. That's all it is, 1/16 of an inch. Rather than fuss with it, let's just snip it. Okay, so I'm just going to snip that off, and that's going to go even, and then that is our lid. So easy and so pretty. And let me get that put on. And come on now. Go on camera and then nothing works, right? So there's that, okay? So there's your box, there's your lid. It fits very, very nicely, very snug. That's the front of my box here. So let's try that. Okay, right? So that fits really, really well. And then we are going to add another poinsettia. And we are going to do one leaf. And again, I'm going to go ahead and fold these so that they kind of pop up a little bit. And then I'm going to add it on dimensionals here to the top of the box. And all right. I'm going to add one dimensional regular size in the middle. And then snug this right up to here. And then I'm going to do two on the poinsettia. Okay? All right. And this actually, like I said, I think it adds a lot of dimension to it when you do that. So I'm going to add this here. Just add that right to the top. Isn't that pretty? And then I'm going to do a couple of dimensionals or sequins. So let me wait on that actually. So what I did here is I did this cute little die, and I did it out of the Berry Vanilla. So let me run this one through. I'm going to actually stamp it, I think, first. So this was stamped in Cherry Cobbler, and it says love and joy to you. Get that out of the way. Stamp set. Love and joy to you is right in the middle. Okay. Let's see. Where's it on here? Wait a minute. Love and joy to you. Where's it at? Oh, here it is, right on the edge. Sometimes when they're backwards and it's all words, it's really hard to find them on that sheet. All right. So there's that. Love and joy to you. Right? And then I'm going to die cut this. I'll be right back. Okay, So there we are. I love the cherry cobbler. It is so pretty. And let's scrap. I can throw that in the trash. And then I'm going to grab, I think I have more of these in my kit. Let me see. I'm looking for this little spriggy piece. Can you see that? Yep, I do. You have a lot of them. So I'm going to do those. You're going to get a whole kit. All right. So this is the mossy on the bottom. Just add a little bit of adhesive. Take some of that. There it goes. Okay. Right, and then I'm just going to lay this over top. And it just shows the two colors really pretty. Kind of lined up together there. Just touch it to get the extra adhesive off. However you get it together is good. Get that extra glue off. All right, and then I'm going to take the mini dimensionals because I want to make sure they stay very small. I'm going to pop that up, 1 and 2, kind of towards the top. All right, and I'm going to put it right on the lid, the front of the lid there. Yep, that's the front of my lid. Okay, and then I'm going to also pop this up right along the front. Isn't that pretty? So let me grab my regular size dimensionals. 1, I think it was regular size that I used. Yep. Let me grab a second one. Okay. I'm just going to go on 2 sides of that. Put that right up there. So gorgeous, isn't it? Clean my mess up here. All right. And then I'm going to take these little beautiful cherry cobbler dots, sequins. Going to add those like that. And then I'm going to add them to the top as well. Love this. Snuggle those right in there. There we go. And there is project number 2. Do you guys like that? Such a fun, beautiful box, isn't it? The lid comes off very easily, although it is pretty snug. But it slides off and you can get all your goodies in there. It'll fit a bunch of good stuff. So, just thought that was a fun gift box and gift giving idea. Let's see if I can get it back in there. There you go. Yeah, slides really nice. So it's a great one. And the bling on it is just perfect. So there's project number 2. All right. Now, project number 3 is, I love this card. Super amazing. I'm putting my dies away. It is, let me get my box stuff out of the way here. And that way, so I don't want to mess my kits up. I've got everything already done for you. All right, so there's that one. Now, this last one is going to take us a little while. It is absolutely stunning. This is our card. Isn't that gorgeous? So it opens up. It's called a cascade, I think. You've got this page, and you've got this page. Isn't that pretty? So it literally just opens up and it stands up so pretty. It would be just like this, and people can you see how that looks? It's just so gorgeous. You can see each of those pages. So we're going to create this very card, and it's using the cherry cobbler, very vanilla, and the Season of Green and Gold. Okay, so I've already got my pieces all cut. You'll have everything in your kit. But I do need my cheat sheet to go ahead and score everything correctly. And I want to show you to make sure you get all of the score marks right and the cuts right and all of that. So I wanted to take extra time. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. All right, so we're going to get our paper trimmer. And again, this is just a standard half piece of paper. And we are going to pull our arm out. Nope, we're not. We're going to keep it in. So we're going to score it here. Here along the long side. Second score mark. Third. And then the fourth. All right. And then the directions are going to say to turn and cut. So you're going to have all your score marks at the top. Turn, and you're going to cut at 3/4 of an inch, which means, can you see how this track here is 0? When it's less than, when it's, you know, a 1.5 or even just 1 1/4 in between there, I use this side. So you're going to align this to 3/4 of an inch, okay? So that's what your directions are going to say. Turn, so that it's going to be your score marks at the top, and align it to 3/4 of an inch on this side, right? Then you're going to take your cutting blade and you're just going to go down to the 3rd score line right there. All right, and that's what it's going to look like. So literally you've got this going on. Okay, can you see that? And then you're going to cut that off. You're just going to use your snips and just cut that part off. All right. And then what you're going to do is you are going to make sure I got this right. Okay. I think, is that it? I feel like there's one more. There is one more. Then you go line this up again, I think, and just go to the first. But where are my directions to say that? Yes, then 3/4 so you align this one then on 3/4 again, and then you go just to the first score mark. Sorry, I gotta get my head in there and make sure I don't cut too far. Okay, so you do the third one the first time, and then the second time you only go to the first score mark. All right, and so then what you do is you get rid of your paper trimmer, and then you take your snips and you're just going to go diagonally. So here's what you have first, okay? So you've got 2 over, down, and over, right? Got that? And then what we're going to do is just cut this and cut this at a diagonal. So where you have those 2 corners, you're just going to cut those corners off at a diagonal. All right, so you got 1. You just line them up. It doesn't have to be perfect. 2. So you just cut those 2 points off, and you literally will have a mountain, a valley, a mountain, and a valley. So it looks like this, little pleats almost like. Do you see a straight, diagonal, right? And then you get the back of your card. Okay, just want to make sure everybody gets that. Hey, Wendy, good to see you. Thanks for watching. And then you're going to burnish all of these score marks. All right. Actually, I don't think, I was supposed to cut that down a little bit. So let me cut that down. Let's see. And I will get this cut down to the right size. Get that just perfect. Let's see. There we go. Okay. All right, there's that. Now it's time to decorate. That's the favorite part, right? So we're going to take our designer paper and we're going to line this on the back, on the inside. Love this card. Very special, and it looks hard, but it is not hard. Once you do your first one, you're going to be like, oh, this is simple. So the first time I did it, it did take me a while, but I wanted to make sure that all my cuts were correct and that everything was all together, right? And then I've got a piece of cherry cobbler, and I've got a piece of very vanilla that's going to go on the layer there. One thing I did not do is I did not cut my layers here, my main layers, which that's okay. We'll figure it out. So let's go ahead and we're going to stamp this real quick. I'm going to stamp it just like I did the other one. Friends and family are the true gift of Christmas, and it really is. Love all of our friends and family. Very, very special. All right, so I'm going to do that also in the Mossy Meadow. Okay, grab those. Mossy Meadow. And put this out here. Okay. Super pretty. Friends and family are the true gift of Christmas. Love it. All right, so we got that. And then we are going to just adhere this down. Now, I'm that girl, I don't like to write a lot. So I love to make a special card, and I'll make you 10 cards every single day. But to sit down and actually write a novel, like, I don't know. I'm not that girl. So I really want to make sure that, you know, it's very special, it's very pretty, but there's not a lot of place to write. If you're not that person, you can turn it over and write on the back. You can do another piece of very vanilla on the back. It would be beautiful. And anybody who gets it will be absolutely in love with your card. I promise. All right, so let me go ahead and cut my layers here because I did not prep for that. And that is no problem. We'll just get it out here. I used crumb cake. So let me grab some crumb cake and let me see. Let me get my paper trimmer here. I don't want to adhere that down quite yet because I want to make sure that that I have all of that centered so that it looks right when you close all the 3 layers together. All right, so what I've got here is large enough. That's good. And let's go this way first. All right. So crumb cake is a wonderful neutral color. I love it. And it really coordinates very well with this. And how I chose the colors of this cardstock was from the Rustic Christmas Countdown Kit. So that kind of was indicative of what I chose. So there we go. Okay, so that is done. Toss those away. That's what we needed. I didn't have that cut, but I do have the designer paper cut. All right, so this is just going to layer right on top. We're going to glue that down, and I'll show you just how simple it is. And once you get the middle layer attached and opened, then you can attach the inside piece that we just did, the cherry cobbler and the basic, the very vanilla. Okay, so you are going to add adhesive and make sure it's cut right. I always double check myself. Yep, so you're going to always make sure that it's flush on the bottom. Okay, and you're going to add a little bit of glue here, not too much, all the way to that edge. Okay, And then you're going to add this, like I said, flush on the bottom and all the way into your score line. All right, and now I can go ahead and lay this down and get it right where I want it so that I know it's going to lay real pretty along that layer, okay? It is right in the center, but still I like to double check myself, right? Because it's exposed and it's showing through. So I will just add a little bit of adhesive. All right. I'm going to kind of line that back up there. Lay it back down. Wiggle it around. That's the great thing about the green glue, right? It's what we all love. And then you can get it perfectly straight, you know, right where it's going to go. There we go. See? Now you can see it all the way around the edge. Isn't that pretty? Okay, now for the top layer, we're going to go ahead and add this the same exact way using my favorite Season of Green and Gold. Has that beautiful foliage with the gold on it. Now you may or may not get this piece in your kit when you get yours this week with your order, but you will have the green and gold. There's many pieces, so you're going to get the very same elements, right? You're going to get a whole kit of the Rustic Christmas Countdown, which again is this whole kit. It's amazing. I'll show it to you here again for those of you. You're going to get a whole pack of these, which you can use for any other thing. You can make little ornaments, all kinds of fun things, but this is the whole kit you're getting. Excuse me. And it's a full kit with all of these elements in it. I'm giving this to you for free. And it comes with all your embellishments, all of that. And I'm going to go ahead and cut your card kit for you as well. So it's free with any $60 order this week until from tonight until next Sunday. So it's a really great value for you. All right, and then you're going to be able to decorate all these beautiful cards. How awesome is that? All right, so now what we're going to do, I'm going to take and punch these out here. This is like a kind of like a wreath to me. It kind of looks like, but there's the mossy meadow and the old olive. And I got rid of this, right? And so what I did is I took my mossy meadow and I put it down first, right? And then let me pull out some dimensionals here. I'm just gonna do like 3 dimensionals on the mossy, like that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and layer my old olive on top of that. And there's no right or wrong way. I just kind of get it to where I want it. That gives it extra dimension. And then these are in your kit. These are these gold numbers, right? You have gold ones and you also have these right here. Now, you can use all of these in your planner. Like, how cool would that be to be like on the first day of December, like you're going to pop that up into your planner, right? How fun is that? But for some of these, like I am using them for embellishments and for layers onto our cards and our projects. So let me grab this one, get my sequins out of there so they don't get lost. So I'm going to take I think this is a 6, right? This is a 6. But you see how it's curved like that? I'm going to make it a banner cut. So I'm going to take this in the middle. Go up a little bit, and I'm going to flag the ends and make it flagged now on both sides. Okay, and then I'm going to layer this awesome wreath piece up on that so that you can see the gold element sticking out, covering up that 6 or 9 or whatever it was, right? Give it some pressure Isn't that gorgeous? It peeks through there and you can see that element. Oops, toppled over. And then I'm going to add that to the front of my card. Okay, so again, it really adds to that same green and gold kind of elements, and I just loved it. So I don't know, I just thought it was a good idea. So I'm going to adhere that down flat. I'm going to kind of put it towards the end of that layer. Okay, you do want to make sure that your elements of your call this a wreath, does not go out beyond the edge of your card here, okay? So you always want to make sure that everything you're adding is on the inside of this, okay? You don't want to go outside of those parameters. All right, so there's that. And then what we're going to do is we are going to take, let me find my elements. I've got poinsettias. I've got some bows. Look how cute those bows are. I haven't even used them yet, but look how awesome those are. Got more of these. There's a lot in the kit. All right, I'm going to take the holly leaf and a set of berries, right? And I'm going to take my fingers. I'm just going to fold those kind of on those lines that you see that's already there, right? So I'm just folding them, kind of making them real kind of lifelike coming off of the page. Love that. And then what I am going to do is take the second page, which is the middle, and I'm going to align these so that they again are inside the parameters of the card, and I'm going to glue them down. So where I went ahead and bent them on the insides, right here and right here, I'm going to glue it down. All right, just a little bit. Line it back up so that my card is in the right dimension, right? So it's not hanging off. And then I'm going to do some of these mini dimensionals. I'm going to use 3 of them. If you don't have the minis, you can cut the regular size into halves or quarters. Or you could probably just put one regular size dimensional in the middle here, and that would be fine too. And you literally layer these right over top. So the die cut is already providing a guide on where to put these. So you've got that. Isn't that pretty? Who would not love this card, right? So there's the first page, the second page, there's the third page. So let's finish building it and put it all together, okay? All right. So again, I am using the, let me get it out here, Peaceful Season dies. So we've got this. We're going to run the cherry cobbler through the Christmas and the background in the vanilla. And then I've got a small banner and I've got a large banner. So I'm going to use the small banner and I'm going to run that through the very vanilla. And lastly, I'm going to use this cute little die here and run that through the vanilla. Okay, so I've got some scraps over here. Let me just do this. And I feel like I have some cherry cobbler somewhere. This is not cherry cobbler. Let's see where I have. Let me grab a piece. Cherry cobbler. All right, so I will run the Christmas through the cherry cobbler, the background through the vanilla. This will be like that. Okay. So let me bring my die cutting machine up. And we'll run all those through. Okay. I'm going to try and get them all to fit on here at one time. Let's see if I am successful. So there's that. And then the Christmas and the cherry cobbler. Go there. And just run it through. Now when you run this Christmas through, the eye sometimes will pop out. The eye can be difficult. I'm just going to say it. Let me leave that there. Okay. So we're going to take this off. Here's the Christmas that I just mentioned. You want to make sure you don't lose your dot. Okay. My dot is stuck in my die here, which is okay. Hey Lynn, good to see you. Thanks for watching. There's the dot for the eye. And pop my Christmas out. Come on now. There it goes. Okay, so there's our Christmas. Don't need that anymore. Got our little banner. Okay, and then we've got this pretty little die. And it's got the most beautiful designs on it. Isn't that pretty? Just love that. You could actually take your ribbon and go through these corners, right? You can do 2 corners or however you want to do that. It's really pretty. Okay, so let me put my dies up. You want to do that because you don't want to lose them. And then get my plates back over there. Okay. All right, now for my pieces here, I need to grab my stamp set. And I'm going to use the, what am I going to use? Mary. Here is my Mary. Mary. Oops. All right, lay it out there. Pick it up. And then I'm also going to grab Peace and Joy. Peace and Joy. And put my stamps back in there. Grab my cherry cobbler. Okay. So I'm going to do my Mary, turn it around so y'all can read it. And we're going to do it right on this tiny little banner. Give it some firm pressure. There you go. Got a pretty little Mary. Let me make sure I clean that good. Okay, so there's that. And now I'm going to do Peace and Joy on this beautiful, I love this die cut. So you will need this bundle to go ahead and create these projects just like mine. You can also substitute for whatever you have. It's up to you, but with any $60 order this week, you're going to get this class for free, which includes the rustic kit, right? I'm going to give you that full kit, which I think is like a $20 value plus all the cards that you're going to get from me. So it's a pretty good deal for y'all. So what I'm going to do is just add a little bit of adhesive. Let me hold it up. So you could actually also do the adhesive sheets as well. I didn't do them. I probably should have. I say that every single time I do this. Every single time. You'd think that I would just start doing it. Okay. Get some adhesive on my C. On the T. Okay. I'm just going to layer this on the very vanilla. And I love this contrast. Don't y'all love it? the cherry cobbler and the very vanilla. I think it's stunning. So I'm just laying this down letter by letter. It'll stretch out, right? So you just get it the way you want it. So pretty. And the eye, just gonna dot that. Let me get this the right way. All right, so it has like a, I know you can't see this, so tiny. It has like a point. The point kind of goes off to the up and off to the right. Okay. So when you place it, that's how it's going to fit better on the background. Okay. Had a little too much glue there, but save the day. All right. So now we have our elements here, and they're so beautiful. Let's bring our card back in. And let's start on the middle. We're going to put this down like this, peace and joy. I'm going to do it flat. I'm going to adhere it flat because I don't want it to be too bulky. Okay, so there's that. And then on this, I'm going to go ahead and do my mini dimensionals. Grab my take your pick tool. Do one here, one there. I'm going to do one in the middle too. Okay. Take those off. Do you guys like this card? I hope you do. I was so excited about it. I asked Cassie, I was like, look at the card. I'm so excited. She was like, okay. I just loved it. Okay, I'm going to add another mini dimensional. You can just take your pick tool and just kind of pull those off. Very easy. All right. You notice I didn't put the mini dimensionals all the way out to the C and the S because they're going to kind of hang off a little bit. All right. And then I'm going to take this beautiful cherry cobbler. I'm going to uncurl it because I had a horrible time last time. Just going to tie it in a bow and get my tails the way I want it. Thank you, Carol. I loved this one too. All right, and now my glue dots, let's see. Here's glue dots. Adhere that down. Oops, it didn't get. Let's see. Come back here. There we go. Got him that time. Add that. Isn't that so pretty? Make this a little bit shorter. And let me get my pretty little sequins. They're all the same size. You're going to get this in your kit. Let me just do them on here. Do them like on the wreath. Just add them randomly wherever you would like them. You got a ton in this kit. So many great things. You can add however many you want. I'm gonna add them to these berries. Because why not? Oops, come back here. Okay. And I do believe this finishes our beautiful card. Isn't that gorgeous? Now that is a Jen Chow card, no doubt. No denying it. It's got bling galore. It's got gold. It's got ribbon. It's got embellishments. And it's got that favorite paper of mine. Look at that. Isn't that so pretty? Then you open the third one. It says, friends and family are the true gift of Christmas. And again, if you like to write a lot, you can do a piece of very vanilla here, 4 by 5 1/4, and that'll be perfect for you to write on. But for me, this is my style. Everybody's got their own, right? All right. Hey, Bev. Thanks for watching. Okay, so there is my projects for this evening. Let me show them to you again. I'm going to recap. There's the third one. Here is the second one. It is a super awesome box featuring that vellum and these pieces here from the kit. There's a gorgeous poinsettia. And you open the box and it has a really nice size with all kinds of goodies you can put on the inside, right? And you're going to cover the lid with the beautiful gold paper as well. Okay, so that was the second one. And this is your first one. Again, all using that Rustic Christmas kit. And actually, this was the one, my prototype. Let's see. This is the one we did tonight. Looks similar, but, and it has that birch detail here. It's got the fern embossing folder there. Very simple card, you guys. Really, really pretty. So if you would like this kit this week, it's a $60 order in my online store. I will post the link for the host code to go ahead and qualify for this. I will cut these for you. You're also going to get, as mentioned, you're going to get an entire Rustic Christmas kit from me. And it comes like this. I will take it out of the box because it'll ship cheaper to you. But you're going to get all of these. You can make ornaments or whatever you want out of these. And then you're going to get this entire kit here with all of those elements. You have a ton left over, okay? So, make sure you order using that host code. And that'll be between tonight and also next Sunday. Okay, so I'll go ahead and put that link out there. I hope that you all enjoyed this class, and if there's any questions, yeah, Carol, you see, I can't decide which is my favorite, number 1 or number 3. For me, I love this one. That is the Jen Chow card. Like, totally sings songs to me. I love it. That's my favorite. I do love number 1 too. The simplicity of this is great. And again, you guys, I'm always looking to give you easy ideas that you can massively create a lot of cards quickly, right? So you can get these out the door for Christmas very, very easily and very quick. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have an amazing week ahead. And I know we're getting close to Thanksgiving, but there's so much we are grateful for that we can just send a card to someone, tell them thank you, I'm grateful for you, and also to know that my 12 Days of Christmas is coming. It will be, I'm going to do live videos. It's a craft along. I've gotten several people who ordered the kit ahead of time. For those of you who have not ordered the kit, that you see the projects, we're going to do it on live video. I do have an option for you. It's not going to be as great as the craft along, but you still will have the ability to grab your kit. So that'll be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, the week of Thanksgiving, and Monday, Wednesday, Friday, first week in December. My December inspiration kit is coming. I haven't designed it quite yet, but we will get that ready. The November inspiration kit registration is already closed. A lot of you got it. I'm super excited for you to have this because the gifts, the pillow gifts, you're going to love. This is like my favorite thing, right? I love giving you guys fun gifts, things that are coordinated, and it was using the Utterly Amazing? Yeah, Utterly Amazing bundle, new suite. That is an online exclusive as well. So make sure you're on my email list and watch for my emails, and I always post there first, and you will get first dibs on everything. So thank you again. Thanks for your support. Have an awesome week, and I'll see you next Sunday. Bye.